And welcome to another fun-filled episode of Ripping the Rack podcast. I believe this is episode 38 or 39.
It's
Maybe
somewhere in there.
it's somewhere in there. I am your co-host Tim, and with me, as usual, is my co-host Brian.
Hey, look, I got the new setup back. I remember I did the cell phone thing last time,
You
and
did.
now it's back. I got me a nice new mic here, so talking
Oh,
on
hi,
a mic
Mike.
and a new clear headset. You sound clearer.
Oh well, I got a mic. I got one of our old mics set up. Um, I decided that I got tired of people bitching about me sounding so unclear, which was pretty unclear.
You were very opaque, Jim. Okay,
Oh, not OPEC as in oil.
oil, no, not oil.
Uh,
Opaque.
uh,
First off, I gotta say, Tom Brady is the GOAT. I said it officially live on camera.
oh my God, he said it.
That man, like, oh, like he would probably he probably picked a team out of a hat and went, Tampa Bay, huh? You boys want to go Super Bowl? Oh, it's at your home stadium. We don't have to go far. I'm gonna do that. Nobody else has. I'm Tom Brady. Like, fuck off, dude. You're 40 something years old. Fuck off.
Now, I will
And what
say,
pisses me off is he doesn't need to do a damn thing in his life. Like he has the perfect fucking life. He is married to Giselle. She makes more money than he does. He could go live in any tropical location he wanted with a beautiful woman and live a carefree life forever. But either he is a genius or a moron because he puts his brain at risk every week to go stand on a football field and I think literally just try and do things that people say he can't do.
um, hold that thought. I just had something. I had a squirrel moment. I just wanna wish healing wishes to Richie Myrick, who is still in the hospital,
Yes, get well
recovering.
soon.
Yeah, recovering from surgery. I forget what type of surgery he told me, and it had all sorts of technical names and all sorts of gooey grossness. So
You're more of the Operation Board Game type of medical jargon, right?
yes, yeah. So heal fast, buddy. Ripping the Rack podcast is rooting for you. We want to get you back on the lanes and all that good stuff. So let's get back to the wonderful Tom Brady talk here real quick. Um, so my only comment is he looked every bit as
So,
43 in the second half of that
remind me,
game.
I'm disproven because our truth is on Raw right now that I'm watching in the background. So,
I
okay,
figured
but
some.
continue. But continue. Tom Brady, yes, we're finally. I am coming to the realization that Tom Brady is the reason why the New England Patriots were as good as they were.
It
He
pains
was the
me. I
system.
love Belichick as a coach. I think he is arguably the best
He
head
got
coach.
exposed.
Well, I don't know. Look, let's face it. Look at he took a team that never should have gone 8-8 or 7-9 and took them to 7-9. Like half the roster was gone. You lost the greatest quarterback of all time and said, fuck it. Let's just put Cam Newton in there with no training camp.
I wonder if Bill was like, hey, who's that guy that dresses funny? You know, that used to play in Carolina there. Yeah, get him. Bring me
Yeah.
him. He'll
So
listen to me.
I will say Belichick. I'm not going to say he got exposed because I don't think he got exposed because he did one of his best coaching jobs this year. I think what it proved though is that the dynasty truly was probably, I'm going to say 70-30. 70% was Tom Brady, 30% Bill Belichick. That's just my opinion.
Do you
I
think if they have another subpar season next year, the New England Patriots, and Bill Belichick decides to retire, does Robert Kraft sell the team?
No. No, Robert Kraft is a diehard Patriots fan, and he was one, and has lived the dream of buying his team.
Okay. I just didn't know if he was just like, you know what, I'm old. I
Nope.
have a wife that's 30 years younger than me now. I can go to massage parlors whenever I want. I'm getting rid of the team.
No, I don't think so. Only because again, he was a Pats fan. He went to the games. He was a season ticket holder, and it's really I'm reading halfway through a book called Six Rings, and it's about the Patriots dynasty and stuff like that. And it starts with how it all started and how it came about, and that includes the fact is that the Patriots had like 4 owners in 2 years. Like I forgot a couple of these guys, like like the Anheuser-Busch guy, Orthwine or whatever his name is. I forgot he bought the team and was going to move him to St. Louis.
Just for something to do. Did they play in Connecticut a whole bunch of times for a while?
Nope, they were
Oh.
going to. Like that was the Connecticut. Like that was the thing is Connecticut offered to basically build a stadium, and Kraft used that as negotiations to get the stuff
Gillette.
he needed. Well, he paid for Gillette.
Oh,
That
okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
that was not taxpayer funded. That was Robert Kraft funded. Yeah, so I don't know. It's really kind
I
of. It's
believe
really.
he got a wonderful return on his investment.
Yeah, I think he paid. I want to say he paid something like it was like 40 something million, $50 million for the team, something like that, and it's now worth something like 2 point something billion dollars. I mean, it's. I think.
Hey,
Yeah.
just real quick about billion-dollar deals that happened. One happened today. WWE has sold the streaming rights of their product to Peacock.
No
the
way.
the WWE app is going away in March.
Yeah.
And starting with Fastlane, the one before WrestleMania, you can get with ads $4.99 Peacock and be able to watch WrestleMania, but will have ads. If you're an existing WWE customer like I am, and this is where I think we all lucked out. So you pay $9.99 a month for the network. Anyways, they transferred it to Peacock. Peacock Premium happens to be $9.99 a month. It's a wash, and you get all Peacock's programming for basically the same amount you were paying for WWE.
Wow, that's a great deal.
But they paid $1 billion for the rights to stream that exclusively.
NBC did.
Yep.
Wow.
So they're gonna stream WrestleMania. Can you imagine the ads that are gonna run? Does NBC have the Super Bowl?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who has full. I do know that your ads this year are gonna be a little different.
I saw tonight on the nightly news that Pepsi is only running social media and online ads. They're not doing a TV spot, and Anheuser-Busch is not doing a TV spot.
Well, they are. They are not advertising Budweiser.
No, they're advertising.
They're advertising. There's like 4 different
stuff like that. Yeah,
like
it's
4 different
pandemic-related relief funds.
Yep.
Which is good. Which is great. I'm glad they're doing that.
Yeah.
I'm just pissed off because this is the first time in a very long time I'm not packing to go to Moncton to bowl. This is a bowling podcast, and this is how we segue.
I know.
The first time in about, let's see, I've been with Kelly for 10 years. So this is the first time in at least 11 I'm not going. And bowling.
Yep.
And you know what, Tim? It's not going to snow the weekend of the Super Bowl. It always snows the weekend of the Super Bowl. Because
the Super Bowl is in 2 weeks. So it may snow still. So before we jump into, we do have a couple of questions. So before we jump into questions, before I get another squirrel moment, I thought we would talk a couple of topics from bowling. One is more New England, and that is Freshy's NECO, New England Knockout Tournament. I don't know if you've seen the brackets or not.
I have not yet. I was going to take a look at them later tonight.
Okay. So the brackets are out. And,
are you bowling in this, Tim, or due to COVID, did you have to back out?
No, I'm bowling.
Okay. Are they in New Hampshire, the matches?
I've told Nate, because I am partnering with Nate Lees. I told Nate that until things are relaxed, meaning Massachusetts can come up here and I can go to Mass
Yeah.
without quarantining, we'll have to bowl in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And he
That's what I
understood.
figured.
And he's cool with that.
So are you bowling in Exeter or Portsmouth
No idea. We haven't determined.
or Lakeside?
Don't know. They haven't determined, or Lita
Lita,
or King Lanes
Park
or
Place.
Park Place, or you know what? We'll go up to Colebrook. We'll go all the way up to northern New Hampshire.
There you go.
So I'll go through these real quick.
Okay.
So
Do you want me to pick winners?
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have you pick winners. I'm not gonna write them. Are you gonna write them down?
We probably should, right?
It's going to be recorded.
All right, so we won't. So okay.
So these are not seeded, obviously, but there are 32 teams.
Okay.
So we got
And
a nice.
just so everyone knows, I am not. This is not based on This is solely based on who I think will win.
And
I don't want to make any enemies.
If you don't choose me, then you will make an enemy.
Depends on who you're bowling.
Okay. So the first matchup we have is Justin Waters and Rob Linehan going against Dumpy Daly and Frushy.
I'm taking the Dumpster and the Freshmeister.
Okay. Next match, we have Peter Penny, Michael, and I apologize. Before I go further, we all know I suck at names. I am going to butcher names. I apologize up front, especially for those that I don't really know. I am going to really suck at saying some of these names. So Peter Penny and Michael Salona. I think it's Salona. Celona.
Oh.
Michael Salona going against Jeff Walsh and the masshole Mark Ritchie.
I gotta take my brethren from the Death Drop Army, the Dudes and Belts crew. I gotta take Sunday Night Savior and Marky Pens. Jeff Walsh and Mark Ritchie.
All right.
And my brothers from the other podcast, Tim.
Okay. Hey, I'm not. You notice I am not picking any winners here.
You can't.
No
You're
winners,
involved. Pete Rose, you can't. You're involved.
Well, I'm going to when I get to one match because that's going to be my match. Next match we have Mark Carrier, Chris Merrill teaming up to go John Blay and Jeremy Seaholm.
This is a very tough call.
This, I will be honest.
From Maine.
Out of all of these,
is this the premier match?
No, I'm not going to say it's a premier match because there's some really good matchups here, but this one interests me a lot because
this is a 5-12. This is a 5-12 match. Like NCAA style 5-12.
Possibly. So anyway, Mark Carrier, Chris Merrill against John and Jeremy.
John and Jeremy have been both bowling very well lately. Do we know where the match is?
I know where none of these matches are taking place at this point because everybody has to agree on a place. If you cannot agree on the place, it is in the rules that Freshie can pick the place where people will bowl.
Okay. God, it's a long drive for Mark and Chris. It's at least 2 hours no matter where they're going. Unless it's about 2 hours no matter where, at least. But they're from my state.
I need an answer, sir.
I'm going to take Mark and Chris.
Okay. Next matchup, we have Jonathan Boudreau and Hawk Hallis against Tim Jalbert and Austin Barnes.
I will take Hawk and Johnny Boudreau.
Okay. Next bracket, we have Dave Hodge. I'm sorry, Malahan. It's written as Dave Hodge. So don't get mad at me. It's just how it's written. And Steve Reno Jr. taking on Brendan O'Dowd and Chris McClellan.
I will take Reno Jr. and Mr. Hodge Hanlon.
Okay. We have Sean Taylor, Chris Parkinson against Matt Nichols and Michael Erickson.
Who is it again?
Sean Taylor, Chris Parkinson, Matt Nichols, Mike Erickson.
I'll take Matt Nichols and Erickson.
Okay. Next, this one could be a pretty good matchup too, right here. We got the LaPierres, brothers from different parents, Scott and Jeff, taking on Steve Spingola and Peter Crawford.
I will take the LaPierres for 200, Alex.
Okay. We have the last bracket on this side. The last matchup is Harry Potter, Chris Winiars and Matt Levine against Corrado Pani and Stephen Boat. Sorry.
I will take Mr. Winnards and his partner. I
Matt
can't
Levine.
remember the name. Matt Levine.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm terrible with names.
All right. On the other side, we have yours truly, Timotero and Nate Lees, going up against Nick Norcross and Joey Lister.
I will take you and Nate.
Good answer. Let's hope it doesn't come back to bite you in the ass.
I hope Nate has a very strong back.
You asshole. I said it. It's our podcast.
You have a long drive. You have a bad knee. You have a bad back. You'll be 50 years old this year.
I just went 670 in a tournament this weekend.
That you drove 45 minutes to, and you bowl there all the time. Well, not all the time, but you bowl there frequently. You bowl there a lot, and you're comfortable.
I'm comfortable anywhere I step on a lane. Wow, that was pretty. That actually came out pretty good. That was pretty quick. I'm joking, by the way, folks. I am not really
Okay,
that.
Hey.
What's the word I want to use there? I am not that. My hubris.
So, hey, Nate, if you're listening, you can take the match off. Timmy's got this.
Thank you.
Listen, he's got this.
I'll take them fucking both on. I'll take the lefty on. And I'm sorry, Joey. I don't know if you're a righty or a lefty, so I can't say the lefties or whatever. So I don't know.
If you don't bowl 600, you have to do 10 push-ups on the camera on the show.
All right. I'll do it. You want me to do it right now?
Real flat, like chest to floor push-ups.
You want me to do them right now on camera?
No, save them. I don't want you to have a heart attack today. I'm gonna have Angie be there with some water.
Well, if she's gonna have to hold the camera.
I think everybody will want to see this.
All right, I'm in.
Continue. Okay.
I'm in. So I gotta hit 600.
Yeah, you gotta hit 600.
And we have to win.
Sure.
I'm throwing that in there. We have to win, and I gotta hit 600. However, if we win and I don't bowl 600, I'm not doing the damn push-ups because we won.
You do 5.
I'll do 10. Okay, deal. Let's virtually shake. Okay. All right. Next matchup. This is actually a good one too. We have the Allard brothers, Dan and Brian. They are Allard. They are brothers, right?
I'm not sure.
I think they're brothers. If not, they have the same last name. So we have Brian Allard and Dan Allard going against Jimbo Ayotte and Chris Bovair.
I'm going to take Jimbo and Chris.
Okay. We have Rich Lamone and Dave Chestercove taking on Lou Ren G and Ed Woodside. And it is Lou Ren G on here, and I know that's not his actual name.
Yep. No, I'm going to take Rich and Dave.
Okay. Next matchup, we have Daryl Goodwin and Paul Atkinson taking on Brandon Marks and Mike Chichi.
Oh, I'm going to go with Cheech and Marks.
Okay. All right, next bracket. We have Justin Scally and Sean Berryman taking on Mike Kane and Rich Kochi.
I'm going to go with Scally.
All right.
Scally's team.
Okay. We have Mark Uvard, Euvard. I apologize, Mark. I believe it's pronounced Uvard. I'm guessing. And Aaron Quinn, that's Erin Quinn, not Aaron. Taking on Keith Beaupre and Dan Chouinard.
I'll take Keith Beaupre and Dan Chouinard.
Okay. We have Casey McCool and Anthony Caron taking on Dean Sullivan and Norm Pelletier.
I'll go with Dean and Normie.
All right. And the last matchup of the NECO is Sean Baker, Sean McKinley, the Seans, taking on Nick Leach and Matt Susi.
I'm going to have to go with the Seans. Baker,
You're taking the Seans?
I'm taking Bud Light, Baker, and Slinky.
All right. So that's the
Can we please get Sean Baker sponsored by Bud Light though? Like for real.
For real. That'd actually be pretty cool. This is a cool tournament. Thank you, Freshie, for putting this on.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up. I can't remember. I want to say the bowlers have until February 21st to get in their first round matches, I believe.
Pay your money. Pay your bills.
Pay your bills. I'm all paid up. Thank you. My boss already Venmo'd Freshie.
Oh, you wearing a horse roofing shirt while you're bowling?
I might. Horse roofing.
Well, he did sponsor you apparently. So
he did.
You said my boss already.
My boss, Angie.
Oh, the boss of the house. Okay, yes.
The real boss. The real boss of this.
She still has not forgiven you for using the wrong egg pan.
No, and she was very mad at me yesterday because I did not wake her up to go with me to Augusta. Because when she went to bed the night before, we had a brief conversation and she didn't think she was going to go because it was going to be too cold out and she really didn't want to go shopping with it being that cold. So I got up, got ready, gave her a kiss goodbye, and she goes, "You didn't wake me up." I'm like, so she was.
No, Tim.
She was mad at Tim.
Oh,
yeah.
Tim.
She might even be over it now. Maybe. I say that because she doesn't listen to us, so.
Kelly does sometimes. She says she puts us on sometimes in the pharmacy when she's working nights.
Oh, when she wants to fall asleep?
No, when she says it's to hear the sound of my voice, but I think it's just so that she makes sure that no other person will ever want to come near her when she's listening to us.
Well, there is that. So,
hey, Tim, what were you doing in Augusta anyways? See that segue?
Good segue, Brian. I was bowling, shocker, in the Maine State Tournament team event. That was held this weekend at 1710 Sports Center in Augusta, Maine. So they had
Come
two
for
shifts.
The bowling. Stay and have a drink.
What?
Come for the bowling. Stay and have a drink. Good time said by all.
Yes. So that was the Maine State team's scratch and handicap event. Good time was had by all. These are unofficial results, folks. Unofficial. Not official. Meaning unofficial. Sorry, had to do it. Been a while since I got to play with the microphone.
You also can't hear it.
And I also can't hear it. So on the women's side, on the handicap side, a congratulatory message from Ripping the Rack podcast goes out to the Oakland Park team, as it does appear that they did hold on for the handicap state championship.
Congratulations, boys.
Girls.
And girls.
That is girls team, by the way.
Oh,
women.
Okay.
Talking women.
Sorry, I honestly blanked out for a second while you were talking.
So you were like my wife.
Yeah, kinda. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead. Continue. I will continue to not listen or listen. You be the judge.
So basically, you're watching TV and you just tuned me out, is what just happened.
Not entirely, but continue.
So, Jen Denault, Brianna Bodman, Marianne McCafferty, and newcomers to the state tournament. Their first ever tournament, Hannah Watmo and Megan Beal held on to win the handicap portion of the main state team event.
Congratulations, ladies.
Congratulations, ladies. Good job was had by all. On the scratch side of things, it does appear that hold on, I apologize. No, I just looked at these results. I looked at these results, and they have a team from Augusta bowling out of Newport Entertainment Center. So now I'm questioning.
The teams may be labeled incorrectly.
I hope that's what it is, because I thought Mona and Jean Gilbert, Sarah Simmons, Miranda Carey, and Katie Witham all bowled out of Augusta.
I'm going to go with a probably on that one.
Okay. Anyway, the winning team or unofficial winning team is out of Augusta, and that looks to be Kerrigan Skinner. It does appear that
or is that team labeled?
No, you know what? I am not reading these. I do not know if these are correct, because I know Kerrigan bowled well, and this shows her as only bowling 506, and I know
that's probably not correct.
And I know she was 580.
So maybe the first, disregard the results we have already read.
Yep.
We'll have further results for you. Tim did not vet his information. Jesus, Tim.
I looked.
We give you a press pass for a reason.
I'm sorry, but
this is why we didn't send you to the insurgent. I mean the rally in
the rally in DC. Yeah, so
insurgent rally. Yeah.
Yes. So I don't know what happened with these.
Well, folks, other news.
You know what? I think I don't know. I apologize. On the men's side, I'm pretty sure these are correct. Or at least our scores are correct. On the handicap side, it does appear that the team from Big 20, that would be Rick Preston, Tom Morton, Dave Kelly, Mike Walker, and Sylvain Bollier, held on to beat the others. And yours truly and his team out of Oakland Park, state scratch team champions. That would be Natty McBride, Zach Pease, Eric Denault, Richard Beveridge Jr., and myself. Fun day. No, it was a fun day. Congratulations to Zach Pease. He threw a hell of a string. He had a 192 string, his last string.
Nice job, Zachy.
That is on video. If you go to my Facebook page, I did make it public so people can see it. I went live, so you saw the whole string. So you will see Zach's nice 192, throws a nice triple in the back half. Pretty fun to watch. Pretty fun to watch. So congratulations to all the winners. Fun times.
Good times.
I bowled well. I was happy with the way I bowled. Definitely some room for improvement, which is always there. So yeah, I talk more, but I don't know about the other scores, so I don't want to.
This is why you need to vet your information, Timothy.
I'm sorry. I just looked at the totals. That's all I did, and now
it's okay. We'll forgive you. We'll forgive you this time.
So now I don't know what's what. I don't know.
Hey, did you see the bogeys for sale?
I did see that.
I hope somebody could fill us in with some more information on what's going on there. Like, is it really is this a very bad joke, or is it really up for sale?
I don't know. I don't have a good answer.
That's where Nate threw his 211 string.
Yes.
In the Pro Series and the teams. Way back when. I think that was 08.
Yeah.
08 or 09.
Sorry, I was looking down through the women's results in the individual stuff to see if I could truly determine
who won.
Yes, because I would like to. So this is saying. Okay, I can't. I apologize.
Can everyone see the smoke coming out of Tim's headphones?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on how this got.
If I had any beer in my fridge, I would drink right now while you're doing this. By the way.
Would you really?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think you're going to drive our listeners to drink.
I'm driving myself to drink, trying to figure this out, because it's based on the scores that I was sent, like the full spreadsheet.
Mm-hmm.
This don't make sense.
This does not make sense.
Yeah. Shit. I apologize, folks. I was really hoping to have the scoop in the results. So stay tuned.
Again, those are your preliminary, non-unofficial results.
Yes. That's a good way of looking at it.
This is like night one of the election, folks. Night one.
Night one. We got several more nights to go. So, questions. You said you had one from Hoagie.
Well, it wasn't a question so much as a topic of discussion he thinks that we should have. And that would be, before we get to that, for those of people that use the service Discord, Hoagie, our wonderful listener, friend of the show, friend of the other show I'm on, the Dudes and Belts Chatcast, has created a Discord for Candlepin Bowling, where we can go in. It's kind of like, I look at Discord as a combination of Skype, Slack, and Reddit. Like if there's different boards, and you can do voice chats, and you can have video chats, and you could theoretically live stream video and everyone discuss it. But he's already has folders in there for like some of the tournaments in Canada going on, and people can go in and put their scores in, and it's just kind of like a database. Really, it's kind of what we were hoping for that could be kept of the bowling stuff. So check that out. But his question or topic that he thought Tim and I should discuss is, who are the best 24 Worlds teams or variants of teams, like your big franchises, I guess, or winners in the Men's Worlds Tournament, and who would win amongst them? So this should be a good, easy 5-minute discussion, Tim. Go.
Easy. Marjam Supply and McLaughlin Truck and Trailer. There you go. We're done.
That would be, yeah, I think, honestly, that might be the... I think if you had to pick 4, it's probably Marjam Supply, A+, Truck and Trailer, and...
USA East, maybe. Lucky Strike.
Which variation, yeah.
Borelli's. I mean, there's a few.
New Hampshire All-Stars.
New Hampshire All-Stars. I mean, there's a few in there.
Lucky 7.
Yeah. So, there's certainly a bunch that we could do. So absolutely, Hoagie, we will give us a couple of weeks. We've got some guests coming on over the next couple of weeks. So give us a little bit of time, but yes, we will definitely get something set up somehow, some way. We will figure it out. Maybe do brackets, maybe do something. As long as it ends up with me winning, we're good.
It's all about Tim.
Well, it's not all about me. It's only about 95% about me.
So it's 95% Tim, 5% Brian?
No, okay, we'll go 80.
Are we like, am I like the Diet Coke of podcasts? Just 5% Brian? Just enough Brian?
All right, we'll go 60% about me and 40% about Brian.
Do we have any other questions from listeners?
Well, we do, but you know what? We're already like 35 minutes in. So because I think this next question might could lead us down a path of a longer conversation.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold on to that question, and we'll
Put it in your
address it.
pocket. Put it right in your little pocket. Put it right
Yeah,
in your little pocket.
Yeah, I'm going to put it right in my little pocket, and we'll address that question on another show, maybe the next one, or maybe the next one, or it could be another one.
Another one.
So anyway, I got nothing else for today. How about you?
A very happy retirement to Hall of Famer Judy Bowden. I saw that she just retired from the employment world.
Well, I did. Happy retirement, Judy.
Enjoy it.
More time for bowling now for you.
And now Walt's going to start working so he can get out of the house. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I failed to mention earlier, Habs suck. Sorry. Habs suck. Go Bruins.
I told that to Hoagie yesterday on our live stream we did for the Death Drop channel.
Nice.
Yeah, the Habs suck.
Yeah. Yeah. Other than that, that's all I got for this week. How about you? Anything else?
No, I am content. I think this was a good show. I thank everyone for their time and have a wonderful week. And I will talk to all you wonderful people on Friday.
Stay safe.
And hey, you know what? I'll just do your job for you. Again, we'll answer more questions next week, and you can send those questions to rippingtherackpodcast@gmail.com. Tim, go ahead, because you look upset. You go ahead with this part.
No. You're doing great. Keep going.
No, I'm going to do my part, so you do yours.
No, I want to do your part this week.
I don't want you to. You can do it next week.
All right, folks. You can send your questions, comments, anything you would like at rippingtherackpodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook at Ripping the Rack Podcast. You can find us on YouTube at Ripping the Rack. Twitter, Ripping the Rack Podcast. YouTube, Ripping the Rack Podcast. Brian, where else can they watch and or listen to us?
Well, Tim, you can find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and Anchor, Breaker, and wherever else that you consume your podcast media. Thank you so much and have a wonderful night.
Guys, have a great week. Thank you for listening. Brian and I will be back on Friday morning where we will discuss matters of great social importance.
And fart jokes.
And definitely. I got some good jokes for this week. You know what? This week, it's all about, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I want to go comedy. Some type of comedy. We want to lighten this mood a little bit.
So tune in Friday, folks.
Tune in Friday. We're going to have, I don't know what kind of comedy, if it's going to be dark comedy. I'm a dark comedy kind of fan. That is, dark humor is definitely me. I don't know if we want to do that on the podcast or not, but
no.
Again, stay tuned for Friday morning. We will be back on. Guys, have a great week. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Don't be dill holes on social media.
Good night. Good luck.
Good night. Good luck.